Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Sadi the Boss Mama, aka Sadia. Today I am back with a sit down video, not just any video, not some regular smegula degula video, but a sit down video. Today I am going to teach you or show you how to be more confident. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that thumbs button and also hit the bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. So let's begin. And by the way, y'all, I'm going to be reading off of my iPhone, so don't be like, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? I'm going to be reading off my iPhone because I have these thoughts in my head and they just be scrambling and I just be everywhere. I don't know. Y'all, I don't know if I have ADD, ADHD, I don't know, but I just be scrambling everywhere. So you have to, don't mind me, okay? But like I said, we're going to talk all about how to be more confident. If you're not confident, I swear and I promise, after watching this video, you will be more confident because I'm going to make sure you're going to be more confident. That's 100%. And to know, let's just be real. Being confident takes time. It doesn't work overnight, but I want to instill something in you. If you didn't come knowing anything, I want you to leave knowing something, even if it's just one thing. But let me tell y'all a little bit of my background. So from second grade all the way to high school, I got bullied every single day for my skin. I had dark spots on my skin, and at the point when I was in second grade, it wasn't really bad. If I do have a picture, I will post it, but it was bad to the point where nobody wanted to be my friend. Nobody wanted to be my friend. I remember a group of girls were all huddled on the playground, and I wanted to see, like, what's going on, And I remember this one girl, Star Latham, she pushed me out the way and said, "Move, Sadia." And that moment, I just felt so sad. I felt down. And at the time, being in second grade, obviously I didn't know what depressed was, but that was definitely what I was, as I could think of it now. The only people that really accepted me were Caucasians, and that right there means a lot. That meant a lot to me, to know that my own kind just really didn't want to accept me. They would always call me names. Going to sixth grade is when it got so bad. It got worse. My skin did get bad. I know, like in third grade, I couldn't laugh. If I laughed, they would start talking about me. So by the time I was in middle school, I was at the point where I didn't talk to anybody unless spoken to, because I just didn't know who was going to say what about me. But middle school, oh my gosh, it was so bad. At that point, I really did want to kill myself. I went to school every day. I even won perfect attendance, which I don't even know how, because I got bullied every single day. But I was making great grades, all A's. But people will bully me every single day. Spotted dog, or you're so skinny, do your mom not feed you, this and that. Oh, your teeth is big. It was really bad. It was every single day. And one day I just came home. It was the last day of school. I came home crying to my mom, like, I can't do this. I don't want to go back to school anymore. I just want to die. And she suggested me wearing makeup. So I never thought about wearing makeup. But then when I wore makeup, that brought a whole nother problem. People were like, "Oh, didn't you just have spots last year? Why are you wearing makeup now? Show those spots." Or, "You're still ugly," and things like that. Things like that. And that was like every single day. Every single day they would call me ugly. And so by the time I was in high school, it got worse. But I didn't realize that in high school, I stopped calling it bullying, and I just said, "These bitches are hating." I just said it like that. I'm sorry, y'all. But I started, improving in my makeup. I started, like, doing the wigs, the colored wigs. And then people would start, like, copying me. I see girls copying me. But they would call me clown makeup, They would say, "Oh, your color's not matching." But I went to Belts and they said, "Oh my goodness, this is the right color." So, I mean, whatever. But as I got older, you know, I'm not going to tell it all because this ain't really about me anymore. But as I got older, in the 10th grade, I started having sex. That was my void of feeling pretty, because people call me ugly for years, to the point where I truly believed it. I never got any attention, really never had a boyfriend. If I did, it was only had two, y'all. Two in middle school, and that was nothing. Yeah, people call me ugly every single day. So having sex was my void of feeling wanted. But then, as I got older, I realized that's not right. You know, having to have sex just to get attention, when I know that I am a great person, I can bring a lot to the table, but because of what others said, I let them control me into thinking I am ugly, I am this, I'll never get a boyfriend. To the point where I just hated myself. I didn't care about whatever. And for the most part, I was talking to other people, men, because I was getting some type of attention, which I don't recommend. I don't want anyone to do that. But yes, it was so bad, you guys, that I didn't see this bigger picture of me. Like, Sadia, you're amazing, you're great, you're this, you're that. Why would you let these people control you? You know, it was just so freaking bad. I wish I could tell it all. Girls would just get in my face and calling me names, this and that. And I was such a quiet person. They would call me stuck up because I was just so quiet. I didn't know. I just didn't want to. I didn't want anyone to judge me, because I've been getting judged and ridiculed my whole life. And that is why I am here today, to help you all be more confident, because no matter what have happened in the past is the past, and the present is the present, and you can overcome anything. It doesn't take long. It's not overnight, but it doesn't take long, a step by day. And I'm telling y'all right now, those people that bullied me in high school, yeah, y'all know, most of the times people who got bullied, they overcome it all. So that's a great thing. But let's get started, y'all. So number one, you need to realize why you're not confident. Why don't you feel confident? And like I just shared with y'all my story in the past, most times we don't feel confident because of past trauma or whatever happened to us in the past. You may have said a bully, you know, you got bullied while working, or it could be anything. You got molested, this or that. And you just really don't feel confident because of that situation. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to realize, sit down, realize, write it down, and accept that. Like, okay, I'm going to just use mine for example. I got bullied. I carried that on until I had a baby, and I realized then I didn't want my baby to not feel love because I didn't feel love. I want him to have the best of the world. But how could I give him that if I didn't accept the past? And later on in here, I'm going to tell y'all, but when you don't accept and move on, whatever you have balled up inside of you, you're going to take it out on other people, and you're going to make other people mad, and you will be running people off because you don't know how to control your emotions and what happened to the past. So realize what happened, and you're going to have to move on. You can either do this your own, or you can like go to therapy. You have to talk to someone, because you're not going to move on until you accept it. You cannot accept something you do not understand. Repeat after me. You cannot accept something you don't understand. It's just like a math equation. You will never get the equation if you can't solve it. So you will never solve your problem if you don't see the problem. And that is why you need to go sit down, think about whatever it is. Number two, to be more confident, you need to challenge yourself. I remember in high school, it was my senior year, and I was getting all my classes together, and I was telling this one teacher, I really love her so much. She wasn't even my teacher, Miss Fulton, but I had took her, I don't even know what it she was tutoring. I took her tutoring in the morning time. But anyways, I was telling her my schedule, and she was like, oh man, you got all easy classes. And I'm like, yes, that's what I want. That's what I want, because I'm a senior, you know. You're a senior, you don't want to do any work. She was like, you need to challenge yourself. And I thought like, nah, I'm good, you know. But then later on today, I realized what she was saying with that. If you don't challenge yourself, then life will be pretty boring, you know. I don't like when people be like, oh no, I'm good where I'm at. No, challenge yourself. You will never know what you like until you do it. So if you're trying to go on a hike or whatever the case may be, travel the world, then let's try it. Challenge yourself. You can pretty much do anything you put your mind to. It's all up to you. Develop new skills. That's number 3, you guys. This is kind of with number 2. If you don't have many hobbies, just go on YouTube, go on Pinterest, go on TikTok, and find some. Because, like I said, you won't know what you like until you try it. And that's just all about learning your strength. Like, oh my goodness, I could do this. I didn't know I could do this. So that's all to it. Like in high school, I was doing makeup, I was doing wigs, cooking. I was really trying to do a little bit of everything, sewing. Yes, like just develop any single skill, even if it's golfing, who cares? Do it. Okay, create routines. To be more confident, you do have to have a schedule, because that tells you like, okay, I can't even think of the word of it. But when you're on a schedule, everything works better. I don't know if anyone noticed, but get up in the morning. Get up at a certain time in the morning. Do your yoga, work out. Even if you're not working out, do your homework. If you're not doing your homework, read a book. But when you create a schedule for yourself, you realize that you are, oh my God, I cannot think of that word. I can't think of the word, you guys. But when you create a schedule for yourself, you are, I don't know the word. You're just, everything's in order. Everything's in line. Like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Number 5 is fake it till you make it. Always act confident when you walk into the room as well, you guys. But let's go back to the fake it till you make it. I think this was Serena Williams, or maybe her sister. You know, it was a quote. I can't really do it spot on. But basically same thing what I just said. You're going to have to fake it until you make it. If you're not confident, let's act confident. Because pretty soon you're going to think, I'm confident. Just like how I was saying, people call me ugly every single day. So guess what? It's in my subconscious mind that I'm really ugly. I could be the prettiest girl in the world, but because people call me ugly every day, that's what I believe. So fake it till you make it. Now, when you're walking into the room, this is another thing. When you walk into the room, don't be on your phone. Because that's telling us something. You may not think it is, but that's telling us something. Don't be looking down. What are you looking? Don't be fidgeting. When people see you're fidgeting, they're going to know, oh, she's shy or this or that, okay? When I was in school, I was like beat down so bad that I did pretty much all of that. I was always looking down, never making eye contact. I was mumbling. Still to this day, I do talk a little low. People don't understand what I'm saying, but don't do that. And now that I am 21, I have started actually like speaking to people, because I didn't really speak unless someone spoke to me. And like for instance at work, I would speak to people and some would not. They would look at me like they won't speak, but they would speak to the next room, which I found like, okay, that's cute, you know. But like, who cares? That's how you have to look at that, like, okay, cool, who cares? So but that's not gonna detour who you are as a person because someone didn't speak to you, okay? So I've learned to just speak, smile, look at everyone, wave at them, you know, let them know, hey, you're in the room. I'm not gonna say be so arrogant, because you don't have to do all that. But let them know who you are. You're in the room. I'm not on my phone. I'm confident. I'm the baddest bitch of the world. If you're gonna be like Beyonce, she's Sasha Fierce. Have your alter egos, whatever it is that's gonna make you feel like you're that girl or whoever, that boy, that guy, whatever. But yes. So 6, practice self-love, and you can do that. And like, people have different ways of saying self-love. Like, you can say affirmations every single day. You can go on dates. Like, take yourself on dates. Buy yourself flowers. Do things to yourself that you never really have thought about doing, or maybe you thought about doing but never did it. You're like, oh, I'm waiting on my man, or I'm waiting on a girl. Remember now, you can have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, but they can't heal what's already been broken. No one can heal that but you. So still take yourself on dates. Do things for yourself that's just great. It could be the littlest things. Pamper yourself. Go out to eat. Go to the movies. But like, once the universe starts seeing that you're giving yourself that attention, then it's like, oh, okay then. Okay, I see. Okay, number 7, live in the present. When I was pregnant, I hated my baby daddy. I hated him. I hated him so much. And half of it was due to the fact that I got bullied. And then the other half was, did I really just have a baby? I thought the world was going to end. Whew. I'm glad. I'm glad I was over that stage. I was living in the past, and I just threw all of that on him. All of that on him because of what others did to me. So that is so sabotaging. You don't want to ruin relationships because of past trauma. So it's important to live in the present and fuck what happened in the past. You can acknowledge it, but realize, hi, I'm not that person anymore. Or hi, I'm better than that. Yes. Number 8, change your appearance, but only for you. So if you're wanting to go get your hair dyed, things like that, do it. You know, if you feel like that's what you want to do, then do it. If you feel like you want to go get a BBL, do it. Whatever you feel like you want to do it. And do it for you, but don't do it because people keep telling you to do it, okay? I remember, this is probably the most silliest thing I can say, you guys. But when I was in middle school, this one girl was like, oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Go gay. Yes. I know it's silly. I know it's silly. And you know what I did? Since I was so easily influenced, I wanted to fit in so bad because I was not confident. Guess what I did? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go gay. She called me pretty and I'm gonna go gay. Didn't turn out great. Did not turn out great. We're not even gonna talk about that. It didn't turn out great. But do it because you want to do it, not because someone else told you to do it or that. Okay? Do it because you want to do it. Recently I was looking in the mirror at my smile and I was like, oh my goodness, I have my teeth, I have a gap in my teeth, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I had braces, y'all, and I didn't wear my retainer. So now I'm having to backtrack, and I decided I'm going to get braces again. And this is for me. No one ever said anything about my smile. People say they love my smile, but I'm getting braces because I want it. Not because anyone else told me to get it, whatever. It's because I want it. So do it because of you. I got my hair dyed and I love it. Okay? And I'm not going to say, okay, well, if you get your hair dyed, it's going to really change your life. I still have sad days. I have cried so much with this hair dye. But that is just life, okay? Okay. Like, for instance, I know on TikTok, I don't know if YouTube gang knows the TikTok slang, but people will be like, I want to be Jada waiter. That's cute. But really, honestly, be yourself. Be you. Inspire to be yourself. Don't be like anyone. Everyone has problems, and just because you see pictures that look like heaven on Instagram doesn't mean that people are not facing problems. Everyone has some type of issue they're going through. And before I go to the last one, that's like, don't compare yourself. So I guess that'll be number 9. Don't compare yourself. Especially when people get on social media, they feel some type of way because they see girls with BBLs, they see girls with hair weave, they see men with cars, they see men with these clothes on, all that. And they don't know how to decipher fake from reality. For the most part, you're probably wondering like, oh, I wish I had that, I wish that. But do you know how they got it? You know, it was this thing on TikTok where they said half of the influencers are broke. And you're like, half of the influencers are, yeah, half of them are broke. They're not living the lifestyle that they're portraying to y'all on social media. So that's where I tell people, like, social media is an illusion. Stop comparing yourself to others. Live your life and stop. If you're going to be that type of person that's going to compare yourself or get insecure, limit yourself to social media first of all, because you're going to beat your own self up. You're going to make your own self depressed. And guess what? Whose fault that is? Yours. Okay, and the last one is give it your all. So whatever you're doing, make sure you just give it your all, okay? Give it your all. And that is the only way you can find out, hey, this is what I do like, this is what I don't like. I feel confident, I don't feel confident in this. So when you're on your confidence journey, give it your all, and I promise you, you will see the difference. Like, man, 8th grade me wouldn't have done this. 10th grade me wouldn't have done this. Whatever it is. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're here to the end, make sure you give me a subscribe. Well, make sure you subscribe. Don't give it to me, okay? Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And also, if you guys like videos like this, I would love to do more. But yeah, comment what y'all learned from this. If you didn't learn anything, then I'm sorry, but I'm hoping that you did. So I'll see you on my next video.